ProFix Car Care, once again, we're going to do your typical oil change. Here at ProFix, we take it to the next level. We do a signature oil change, which means we don't only change your oil and filter, we rotate your tires, we top off all your fluids, we let the customer know what's going on with his vehicle. We take a good look around, and that's what we do here at ProFix Car Care. Sometimes the other people put these oil plugs back, put them way too tight, which can cause you strip problems and everything else, which can lead you to have to get a new oil pan. That's a dirty oil drain. You see how dirty the oil is?
Looks filthy.
And that also plays a part in starting your car. When you change your oil at the proper maintenance level, 3,000 miles or 4,000 miles or whatever, it keeps your battery charged, because what happens is it doesn't take that much resistance to start your motor. With dirty oil, it takes more resistance on your starter, which drains your battery more. So everything plays in a role that you maintenance your car properly and at the right levels to keep your car lasting longer. Your battery will last longer, your starter will last longer, and it'll keep more money in your pocket for longer times. I'm going to remove the oil filter. Just going to break it loose for right now. And of course, it's on a little too tight. Okay, we broke it loose enough where it's not going to drain because the pan's not under there, and we can break it loose with the rest with our hand.
What do you do with the used oil?
Well, we can do two things with it. We can send it away, have somebody take it. Actually, sometimes they pay us so many cents per gallon. Or these days what happens is they have a used oil heater where it doesn't cost you anything. You have to buy the heater, but you used all your used motor oil to heat your own place. Right now, we don't have one of those, but my friend does. So I put it in a waste oil tank, and he comes and gets it, and he uses it for his oil heater. See, here at ProFix, we go the extra yard. We check your differential. If it was a 4x4, we check the front differential when this is only a 2x4. So we're filling it up and putting the other oil back in here, leveling it off, topping it off, and that saves you have more costly repairs later on. See the bolt that fits back in here? If you realize, it's magnetized. What it does is, any worn parts over the time, worn metal or anything like that, it goes right to here. So what it does is it doesn't go between the gears and actually break them and wear them more. When you get stuff in here, it's normal wear and tear over the time. You don't want it, you want it to go to a magnet, you don't want it to go inside the gears. It comes off the gears, natural wear, but you don't want it to stay there. We're going to rotate the gentleman's tires. That's part of our service during the lube oil and filter, our signature series oil and filter change. And what that does is it helps to wear the tires evenly. You get longer life out of your tires, which saves you money down the road. Instead of you keeping these tires on month after month after month, wearing the sides out, and then putting them in the back, or saying, well, they're too worn, I'm going to get new ones. These tires, you'll get longer life out of these tires by rotating them properly and by putting the right tire inflation in them. Now, ProFix, during our oil change, our signature oil change, we check the brakes. Tell the customer if he needs them, not, or how much longer. This customer doesn't need them because I had replaced them during the summertime, and they're wearing quite well. So make sure everything's lubed up properly. We took the tire off. Now we'll just take this tire off because we already inspected the brakes. Just move this to the front. Put that on. We'll come back and inspect the back brakes, which are perfect because I had replaced them already before for this gentleman. We're looking for the thickness of the pad where it's very thick. It's like new. So then we'll go back and put the tire back on.
So the front goes in the back and the back goes in the front?
Yes, there's a couple different ways you can do it. Basically front to back, or what you also can do is take the back, crisscross them to the front, move the front straight back. But in this case, we did it the other way, the conventional, traditional way of a steel belted radial tire, which is back to front, front to back. And when you put lug nuts back on with an air gun, I already put 2 on. You make sure you put them on, make sure that they're not on. You don't cross thread them from one side to the other and back. That ties them more evenly than any other way you can do it. Now it's time to check the tire pressure. On this particular truck, you come over here, you look inside the door panel. Some vehicles have an option, smaller tires and bigger tires on the same vehicle. What you do in here, you look in here, see what size tire it is, if that's what tire is on here, and you go to that tire pressure. On this particular vehicle, it says 29 cold in the front and 32 cold in the back. But what we're going to do is, we're going to keep the front 29 for the winter, and what we're going to do is we're going to lower the back to 30 instead of 32. What that is without compromising the tire. An overinflated tire, you'll wear out the center. Underinflated tire, you'll wear out just the edges. We're going to go to a happy medium. 32, that's good for a pickup. It's actually lighter in the back than other vehicles. He does carry some stuff, but all around, what we're going to do is we're going to make him 30. What we're going to do is, without taking the integrity of the tire away, we're actually going to put a little bit more rubber down on the ground by lowering it 2 pounds of air for all around surface contact, just like we do in the race cars. Bump it up a little bit. And that's what gives us our 29 in the front. Perfect. We'll see if we can check the spare. On the spare, you can go maybe a couple pounds more, maybe 32. 32 on the spare because it might going to be there for a little while, give or take from the heat to cold. It loses a couple pounds, it'll still be where we want it. It'll still have plenty of air in case he needs it. Okay, here at Profix, we do go the extra yard, and what I mean by that is, before we put the new filter in, we prime it, which means I fill it up with oil. It usually takes, some take a quart, some takes 3/4 of a quart. We could put anywhere half a quart to 3/4 of a quart, which is at 3/4 of a quart. And what this does is, and we lubricate the gasket. When we put this in, when you first start it up on that dry start, on new oil, instead of that oil have to go from the pan into here, it's already in here. It's that few more seconds that takes from that engine running dry or any oil that's left on or before it sucks it in. That's what we mean we go the extra yard. And I know not too many places do that. Here at Profix, what we do is we use a 530 synthetic blend. We don't use fully synthetic only for cars that call for it, but in your everyday car, instead of your conventional regular oil, we use a synthetic blend and we upgrade it. So you get a lot of better stuff here at Profix Car Care. Your car gets taken care of better, you get better products here, and we do a good looking after your car. We'll start up, make sure that she's not leaking anywhere. Okay, and that concludes the oil change here at Profix Car Care, which we call our Signature Series. We change your oil and filter. We primed the filter before we put it up. Rotated the tires from back to front. We check your brakes. Remember, we topped off all the fluids, brake fluid, power steering fluid. Put a little antifreeze in there for the winter. Everything looks all hunky-dory here. That's it for Profix Car Care Signature Oil Change.
Tony, thank you so much for your tips this month.
Thank you, Ken. See you soon back on the Internet Variety Hour.
Profix.